Hey, it's Matt Forrest Essenwine once again with another edition of Wit and Wordplay from deep inside my pillow fort here. This is actually a recording studio. It doesn't look like it. I do voiceover work, and we're in the middle of a whole bunch of reconstruction upstairs where my studio is. So this is my temporary studio. That's it, but it's a pillow fort, and as a children's writer, I kind of like it. So today I wanted to share something from this book right here, Poems Are Teachers, written, compiled, edited by my good friend Amy Ludwig Vanderwater, who's got a number of books out of her own children's poetry collections. Forrest Has a Song. She had Read, Read, Read. Came out the exact same day as My Flashlight Night. So we both celebrated book birthdays together. And then Read, Read, Read was followed up by Write, 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 which is coming out pretty soon. If it hasn't come out yet, it's coming out pretty soon. So Amy Ludwig Vanderwater, she loves teaching kids about poetry. In this book, you'll notice, if I can show you here, how studying poetry strengthens writing in all genres. And that is something that Amy and I both truly believe in. If you can learn and understand what it is about poetry and some of the poetic devices that writers of poetry use, point of view, perspective, comparing and contrasting, things like that. I mean, things beyond metaphor and simile, which are important, but when you learn all these different things, it strengthens your writing across the board. And so Amy had asked me, when she was putting this book together, she had asked me to write a poem, if I wouldn't mind, write a poem in two halves, two parts. She said it could be anything. She just wanted it like one section and then another section. That was the only guidance I was given. So I said, okay. So I was thinking about it for a while, and one night I was driving home from an indoor soccer game that I had played. I'm on a couple of leagues. I'm on a men's league and then a co-ed league. So I play like 2 or 3 games a week, and I'm driving home, and the idea of the two soccer sides came up. I was kind of thinking about different viewpoints, and then I started thinking about offense, defense, and playing team sports. And so this is the poem that came out of it. It's called Soccer Sides, and I want you to pay attention to what is going on in each half. Soccer sides. Offense means head down the field. Dribble, pass, try to score. Goalie blocked your shot, no sweat. Follow up and shoot some more. Defense means hang out in back. Better keep a watchful eye. Their offense wants the winning goal. Ha! I'd like to see them try. So you'll notice that we've got two different things going on here. We don't know that it's the same person. And it could be the same person, or maybe it's not the same person. I was kind of thinking it was the same one, but you never know. That's up to the reader to interpret. But we've got the offense for the one half, and then the defense is the second half. And so this is comparing and contrasting two different viewpoints. And you can compare and contrast objects, you can compare and contrast viewpoints, you can compare and contrast anything, and you can do it in many different ways. I could have written this in such a way, if I wasn't given the instructions to do one half and then one half, I could have written, maybe the offense was one line and then the defense was the next line. Then offense was the first line, defense was the second line, and go back and forth like that. Maybe as a poem in two voices, which is probably something I need to do for another video. We could have done like a couple of lines, a couplet or a stanza, and then another couplet or a stanza over here with the other viewpoint, and kind of go back and forth. But in this case, I just did a whole chunk and then a whole chunk. So there's different ways that you can explore comparing and contrasting and putting it to use in poetry. But if you have kids, or students, have them think about how are there different viewpoints that they come across every day. I mean, admittedly, one of the problems we have in the country these days, the world, is that people have a hard time seeing the other viewpoint, right? So, but there's plenty of opportunities for kids at school to see viewpoints. Maybe it's simply as, what do you like for lunch versus what I like for lunch? You like the regular milk, I like the chocolate milk. There's all kinds of different things. You like to play hopscotch, I like to play basketball. So there's all a myriad different viewpoints that kids can think about and write about. So use that as a starting point and see what the kids can come up with. I'm Matt Forrest Essenwine. I hope you'll click like if you liked it. If you didn't like it, just Don't tell anyone. And follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, anywhere you find me if you'd like. And I've got some more videos there you can check out. Thanks so much for joining me, and I will catch you next time.